Assalamualaikum and a very good evening I wish to everyone. So today we are going to have a discussion about the factors that can contribute to the uncleanliness of public toilets. Disgusting is a phrase that often heard when it comes to public toilets, in Malaysia especially. Sometimes the users might want to think twice before using the public toilet. Malaysian public toilets certainly do not have a good reputation because the awareness level of public toilet cleanliness in Malaysia is still at a very low level. There are a few factors that can contribute to the uncleanliness of public toilets. So we will start our discussion with the first factor that will be given by our first candidate, which is Aisha Farhana.
Okay, thank you, Maya. So I will proceed to my point. First and foremost, in my opinion, I personally think that unstable water pressure might be one of the factors that contributing to this issue. This might be seem unobvious, but to me, it plays an important role in maintaining the cleanliness. This is because, for example, when the water pressure is unstable, the water pressure might be too low, which make the water in the tank insufficient for the users to flush. I'm not gonna defend those unresponsible users who does not flush after they use it, but when this happens, I think they cannot be faulted 100% for not flushing. Yeah, I know we must have a common sense by filling up the tank with water, but if the tank is hardly closed, how are we gonna fill the tank with the water if we think logically? So when this happens, the waste products obviously will be remain in the toilet bowl, and this will not just make the toilets become more dirty, but it also will make other users feel more uncomfortable. So for me, this factor need to be taken more seriously so that the cleanliness of our public toilets can be improved into a better one. So next, I will pass to Nur Najwatun to elaborate more on the other factors.
Okay, thank you, Asha Farhana, for a very good point. Next, the factor that contributes to the uncleanliness of public toilets is ineffective cleaning. Because for me, based on my observation, with the improper ways to clean the public toilets, the dirt and the other nasty things will be left off on the toilet's facilities and floor. And this will make the toilet user feel uncomfortable and disgusted by the toilet condition. And I want to point out a few of ineffective cleaning methods that have been practiced by the janitors out there. First off, some janitors clean the public restroom nonchalantly. I mean, they just spray the dirt with high pressure water, which is not a very good and clean way to get rid of dirt. And in some public restrooms, the wall and at the edge of the floor are even moldy and awful. They should use the right equipment, materials, and supplies. For instance, cleaning chemical, disinfectant, cleaning brushes, and mop. Okay, besides that, the ineffective cleaning of public toilets is caused by the cleaning staff that don't know what to clean and how to clean it. Some staff just clean the toilet bowls only. They don't clean the mirror, the door handle or lock, and the countertops. And these problems are the things that should be aware and solved by the employers. The employer should teach the workers to focus on disinfecting surfaces. The employers should have the cleaning staff clean from top to bottom, starting with the tiled walls or mirror and ending with floors. Okay, next. In conclusion, the janitors play a very important role to ensure that the public restroom will be perfectly clean without a single dirt left after deep cleaning them every day. Okay, in other perspective, the management team should be involved in this case by preparing right cleaning materials and supplies so that the cleaning staff can do their job well, which is cleaning the public toilets effectively. Okay, next I will pass to Aisha to continue our discussion.
Okay, thank you Najatu for the good elaboration. Right now, I will proceed with my point, which is I do really think that poor toilet facilities contribute to the uncleanliness of public toilet. Actually, not just about toilet facilities, but it also include washing facilities. Toilet facilities just like restroom and also washroom should be enough for the people who go to that place. So and where possible, the toilet also need to separate for women and men's toilet. Of, can you imagine there's a place that they just provide one toilet and everyone who go to that place they use one toilet they just use that toilet. So I'm pretty sure that everyone not willing to use that toilet, but they have to and they need to use because they have no choice to choose the toilet. And I'm pretty sure also the toilet will smell so bad. Okay, for the washing facilities, the toilet also need to provide sanitary bin, hair dryer, shower, and also the most important one is enough dusty bin. This is because, as I see, most of our public toilet in our country, especially in the rural area, maybe they just provide a small dusty bin. So when the bin is full of rubbish, they do not change it. Regularly. So uh, the people who use the toilet, they do not know where to throw their rubbish, and they just throw it everywhere, either in the sink or also on the ground. So as we enter the toilet, we can see pad, pampers, food also, and also the cigarette are in the sink and on the ground. So it's so disgusting, right? I might be um not to use that toilet, but I have to with that situation. I have to use the toilet with that situation. So I really hope that the one who in charge to the public toilet, they have to add the toilet equal to the people who go to that place and make sure that the toilet have enough washing facilities for all people. Okay, next I will pass to Amalia Fina to elaborate her point.
The next factor that I'm going to talk about how irresponsible users can also contribute to the uncleanliness of public toilets. According to a research made, 56% of respondents feel that public toilets in Malaysia are always stinky and horribly dirty because of the mentality that someone else will clean up for them. Real talk, any person with common sense should know how to clean up after themselves. We can have clean public toilets as long as some people stop doing this disgusting habit. The first habit that people love to do is not flushing after their own waste. Seeing a stranger's waste is not a pleasant welcome into the cubicle. They thought that after being charged 20 cents per visit, they believe that since they are paying, it is not their responsibility to put a single handle to flush away their bodily waste. So cleaners are usually blamed for this and frequently told that it is your job to clean, not mine. But there are also times when users cannot be faulted for not flushing because the water pressure, as said by Aisha Farhana, may be too low and doesn't have enough water for them to flush. It is hard to see people willingly to fill up their own pail to do some manual flushing themselves. So the next habit that people love to do is stepping on the toilet seat. So this habit should be stopped because you come in the toilet from outside, so your shoes will usually uh, full with muddy and dirt from outside. So when you step on the toilet seat, it will cause dirt to to stick on the surface of the toilet seat, which makes the next people feel so disgusted to use it. The next habit is spraying water everywhere and flooding the cubicle. So water on the floor plus your muddy shoes will result in a dirty public toilet. There are also research made that say after 20 minutes of cleaning, the public toilets can become dirty again from this kind of habit. So the next habit is leaving the water hose on the floor or in the toilet bowl. So imagine after having a hard day, you like want to go to the toilet and then you see the water hose is in the toilet bowl. So no one is going to take that. No one is apparently want to take the water hose. So that will end up with a dirty floor. The next habit is clogging the toilet with so much toilet paper that you can't even flush it away. So this habit should be stopped because the dusty bin usually already provided by all public toilets in Malaysia. Except for like Nurul Aisha say if you're in rural area then it is maybe understandable because they usually do not provide enough dustbins for you to throw your rubbish away. But it is also a common sense if you do not if you see there isn't a dusty bin in the toilet, you can just bring your rubbish with you outside and throw it whenever you find the place to throw it. So that is all from me about the point of how irresponsible users can contribute to the dirty toilet. To conclude today's discussion, apart from the bad habits of some users, sometimes it is not completely the user's fault that the cleanliness of public toilets cannot be sustained. So this can be seen by the factors stated by the other candidates before that it is also part of the, like stated by Nurul Aisha, it is part of the government's fault as well for not providing uh, enough dusty bins in the toilet as such an example. And also Aisha Farhana said earlier that it is because of the low pressure of water. So everyone, including the government and community, should change our mindset about this, and together we should work to a more cleaner public toilet such as Japan. So that is all from us. Thank you.